Are you looking for an intraday strategy in Nifty and Bank Nifty? Then this video is for you. Watch the video till the end. We got the confirmation of the stochastic RSI crossover. Okay, so one can enter into the short trade once this S2 breakdown is happened. Hi friends, Chitra here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you are doing good. In this video, we can see the strategy for Nifty and Bank Nifty. We can see the conditions for entering into the long and short trade. So, rules for long entry. Time frame we can use 5 or 15 minutes time frame. We can see what are the conditions that need to met for entering into the long trade. We are using VWAP, traditional pivot and stochastic RSI. So the price should close above VWAP if you are entering into the long trade. And we are using the traditional pivot here. So here the price should close above P, that is pivot point R1, resistance 1, resistance 2, 3, 4 and 5. Next, stochastic RSI, in that we should get the bullish crossover if we are entering for the long trade. Next, we will see what are the conditions that need to met for short trade. After that, I will show you in the chart how to enter into the long and short trade and what is the stop loss. What are the conditions for selling that we can see now? Okay, the rules is the time is 5 minutes or 15 minutes. Price should close below VWAP. In the traditional pivot, price should close below pivot point S1, S2, S3, S4 and S5. What is this S1, S2, S3? These are all the support zones. And we need to get the double confirmation from the stochastic RSI, that is bearish crossover. So if all the conditions are met, one can enter into the short trade. This is the Bank Nifty 5 minutes time frame chart. So this is a blank chart. I haven't added any indicator. So for our strategy, we have to add the indicator. So go to indicator. First, we will add the pivot point standard. Here in the settings, we have to change the type as traditional and we have to check the P, S1, S2, R1, R2. Now click on OK. We have to check all the support and resistance and pivot point too. Click on OK. The second indicator is VWAP, volume weighted average price. Go to the settings here and in the style, we need to check only the VWAP. Click on OK. The third indicator is stochastic RSI. We don't want to change anything in the settings of RSI. Keep it as default settings. So our setup is ready for our trading. The same setup you can use for Nifty, Bank Nifty and in stocks too. But this setup works well in the index. This is the Bank Nifty 5 minutes time frame chart. This particular strategy you can use for intraday. Okay. So we can look into the first 5 minutes candle. This green candle gave close above the pivot point and also above the VWAP. But when we look into stochastic RSI, we didn't get any bullish crossover. The bullish crossover we got on the previous day, that is around 250. So here we didn't get any confirmation for to enter into the long trade. So what we have to do, we have to wait for the trade. Here below this red candle. So this red candle gave a close below the pivot point and also this red candle closed below the VWAP. So one can enter into the short trade below this red candle. So here is the entry. Here is the entry. So this is the entry. So what will be the stop loss then? Stop loss will be high of this red candle. When we look into the stochastic RSI, that also gave the bearish crossover, you can see here. So when all these conditions are set, one can enter into the short trade. And you can ask me what will be the target. Target you can set, if you are entering into the P breakdown, you can keep the target as S1. That is the first support. Okay. And the second target will be the S2. So this is the first target and this is the second target. In this trade, we got the three targets also, S1, S2 and S3. Okay, so this is how you have to enter into the short trade. Now we can see how can we enter into the long trade using this particular strategy. This green candle gave close above R1 and above VWAP. This is on 3rd March. Okay, so one can enter into the long trade above this green candle. So this is the entry. Why we can enter here? I will explain you. Okay, because this green candle gave close above VWAP and above R1. So our two conditions are met. Okay, and when we look into the third condition, we got a bullish crossover at the stochastic RSI. So all these three conditions are met. One can enter into the long trade. Stop loss. Again, the stop loss will be the low of this green candle. So this is the stop loss. So what will be the target once we enter into the long trade? So if you enter into the long trade, the first target will be the R2. Okay. Second target will be R3 and third target will be the R4. So once you enter into the trade and if the trade is going in your favor, you have to trail your profits. Okay. So you have to keep your stop loss accordingly. You have to change your stop loss accordingly. Okay. So this is how you can enter into the long trade using this pivot traditional point, VWAP and stochastic RSI strategy. Okay. This is Nifty 5 minutes time frame chart. So when you look into this first 5 minutes candle, this red candle gave close below VWAP and we got the confirmation of the stochastic RSI crossover. Okay. So one can enter into the short trade once this S2 breakdown is happened. Okay. So we have to wait whether this S2, that is a support, is breaking or not. So one can enter into the short trade below this red candle. Okay. So below this red candle, we can enter into the short trade. Stop loss will be the high of this red candle. Okay. So once you enter into the short trade, the target will be S3. And if the distance between the S2 and S3 is very far, means you can always book your profits accordingly. Okay. According to the risk reward ratio, that is the RR ratio. And after that, you got the second target to, that is S4. So you got nice trade on this day using our strategy. Now we can see one more example in the Nifty. Okay, here this red candle gave close below the VWAP and we got the bearish crossover for stochastic RSI on the previous day. So when the price is in between P or S1, we should not enter into the long or short trade. We have to either wait for the P breakdown. The candle is coming from P, then we can enter into the short trade or long trade accordingly. So we are not entering into this particular short trade. So we'll wait for the trade. Here we got this green candle and we got the bullish crossover also. Here you can see that because we got the bullish crossover in the stochastic RSI and also price closed above S1. So here we will not enter into the long trade because one more condition is not set, that is the price didn't close above the VWAP. So this green candle gave close above the VWAP. So we can enter into the long trade above this green candle and also the price is coming from support 1 S1. So here in this green candle we can enter into the long trade for the target of P. Okay. So this is how we have to enter into the long trade and where not to enter into the trade. Here we should not enter into the short trade. We have to avoid this trade. So till now we have seen how this strategy works in Nifty and in Bank Nifty. So we will see how this strategy will work in the stocks. This is the HDFC Bank. So the first 5 minutes candle is a green candle, gave close above the P and also above the VWAP. Okay, so when we look into the stochastic RSI here, we got the bullish crossover on the previous day. So we can enter into the long trade once the high of this green candle is taken away. But we didn't get the long trade. So we'll wait for the trade to come. So when you look into this red candle gave close below the P and below the VWAP. So here crossover is not yet happened in the stochastic RSI. In this red candle, we got the confirmation that the stochastic RSI also gave a crossover. So we can enter into the short trade below this red candle for the target of S1. That is our first target. So again, what will be the second target if the S1 is broken? The second target is S2. So our two targets got met in this particular trade. So here if we enter, the first target is S1 and again if we get the S2, that is S1 breakdown, we can enter into the short trade for the target of S2. Okay, again what will be the stop loss for this particular trade? The high of this red candle is a stop loss. Here in this trade our stop loss didn't get hit. We'll look into another day. Okay, that is here. When you look into this red candle, that is a first 5 minutes candle, that is a red candle. Okay, so we are waiting for the green candle to come because the price is above the VWAP. And this is red candle, so we cannot enter into the short trade because we didn't get any red candle below this red candle, and also the P breakdown. So we will not enter into the short trade. We are looking for long trade. So this green candle gave close above the VWAP, and also we got the P breakup. Okay, and one can enter into the long trade above this green candle. So what will be the, and we got the stochastic RSI crossover also. So what will be the target? First target is R1, and if the R1 also broken, then again we can trail our profits if you are in the long trade. Okay, the second target is R2. So this is how you can enter into the trade using this strategy in the stocks also. Now we can see few examples in Bank Nifty in the 15 minutes time frame chart. This is the first 15 minutes candle. This green candle gave close above the VWAP and the P point, that is a pivot point. But when you look into the stochasticated RSI, that RSI gave crossover on the previous day. So we can look into the trade where we are getting the fresh crossover. So here this red candle gave cross below the P point and also below the VWAP. So one can enter into the short trade below this red candle. Our first target is S1 and second target is S2. So one can trail your profit once you enter into the trade. So we can see how much points we got on that day. From here we got almost like 500 plus points on the same day, that too for the intraday. We can see the next day trade. So this is the red candle. This red candle is in between P and S1. So there is no trade zone. So we should not enter in between. We have to wait either for the P breakdown or S1 breakdown for entering into the trade. So we will enter into the trade above this green candle for the long trade. So if we enter into the long trade above this green candle, here we got the entry for long entry confirmation. But in this trade, our stop loss got hit. Okay, so stop loss is a part of trading. So below this red candle, one can enter into the short trade. This red candle gave close below P point and also below the VWAP, and we got the stochasticated RSI crossover also. So we got the good profits on the same day. Okay, we can look into the next day. Here, this red candle, that is a 915 candle, gave close below S1 and also gave close below VWAP. So one can enter into the short trade below this red candle. The first target is S2 and second target is S3. So we got nice day on the nice trade on this, the third day. Okay, so we can look into the fourth day. Here this is a red candle, so we will not enter into this trade because this candle is in between P and S1. So we can enter into the long trade above this green candle, and we got the candle close above S1 and VWAP. Also we got the crossover here. So one can enter into the long trade above this green candle. We got our first target, that is the P. Hope this video is useful to you. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Click the bell icon too for my upcoming video notifications. Thank you for watching.